Hi there, I'm Ephraim Gopin of 1832 Communications. Thank you for watching this episode of the Weekly Sends, where I help your nonprofit boost your email fundraising and marketing program. In today's episode, we're going to look at a good fundraising email from Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. We'll start with the subject line. There's an emoji of books, which we'll see why that's important in a second. And the subject line is literacy is the gateway to a brighter future, which is something that I would agree with. And now, you know what? I do want to open up and learn more. What are they going to tell me about? The email itself comes from Lieutenant General James Laster, Marine Toys for Tots Foundation, which is good. I know who it's coming from. I'll see that in my inbox. The email address is from donate at Toys for Tots and reply to at donate. The reply to is donate at Toys for Tots. Both of those are less personal. They're more generic. I'd want a name of somebody there, so it's a one-to-one communication piece. The email itself is a good fundraising ask, and I want to show you the different components of what they've done. This hero image captures my attention. There's a child reading a book. To the left of it, it says, help children turn the page on poverty, and over here it says, Operation Turn the Page. They've given this campaign a name, which I think is a very good idea. You give your fundraising campaign a name, so it's something that's unique, and you play off of that name in terms of the theme with the content that you produce, your calls to action, your images, and you'll see what they did with this theme. Dear Ephraim, it's good that it's personalized. It's back to school season in America, and here at Toys for Tots, we're getting ready to deploy some crucial student support. Not every child is bubbling with excitement right now. We know the start of a new school year can be something filled with excitement. They're telling us the opposite. And so I want to read more. With approximately 1 in 6 children living at or below the poverty line in our country, the very idea of getting back into the classroom can be intimidating for them. What makes it so scary? The sad reality is hardships at home will always create disadvantages in school. With the economy in its current state, parents are struggling just to put food on the table, let alone books on the shelves. So they've told me the problem, and then here's the first call to action: join Operation Turn the Page. So they're using the name of the operation. Then they continue with a little bit more information. Over the summer, children in need may have lost up to 1/3 of their progress from the previous grade because they didn't have access to books to keep up their reading and comprehension skills. This means that from day one of the new school year, they're already behind. So now I really understand what the problem is. And then they add this great graphic here to tell us the challenges our children are facing in the classrooms in terms of literacy. What I like here is that, number one, this font makes it look like a kid wrote it, which is good. Number two, if you can see the background, it's like graph paper that you get in a notebook that you'd use in school. So they're using that school notebook type theme within the email. The call to action over here is help kids turn the page. So they're using the name of the campaign again, turn the page, but they're doing a little bit of a twist on it. Then they ask me, excuse me, join Operation Turn the Page to help at-risk students get excited about learning, strengthen their literacy skills, and turn the page on poverty. And then here, excuse me, please give, again, it's written in that childlike font. It's on the background, again, is that graph paper. And they have 3 amounts I can give: $53 to celebrate the 53+ million books already distributed through their literacy program. That's amazing. $80 to offset learning losses experienced by 80% of children in need this summer, and $100 to represent 100% of your gift being used to support childhood literacy. So they're giving you 3 amounts that you can give to, and there's a reason why they say those 3 amounts. And then the call to action: reading brightens futures. So again, they've taken the theme of the idea of literacy and they've created a CTA off of it, which is also good. And I like this here at the bottom that it's signed by the president and CEO of Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. This is a good fundraising email. The mobile version is also good. This header image stands out. It's well spaced. It's easy for me to see the 3 call to action buttons, and these graphics also, again, it's their branded colors. They definitely stand out. So it's an easy email for me to read, see what they want me to do, and then get it done. On the online donation form, they post here the 3 donation amounts that they had in the email, which is good because I want the email to flow nicely into the donation page. The problem is that 53 and 80 aren't listed here as donation amounts, which might confuse some people. I want to give 53. Now it's not listed. Wait, do I have to put it here. What do I do? You don't want to confuse them. If they've made a decision based on the email, what you've put in the email, have those same dollar amounts appear here in the online donation form. 3 takeaways for today's episode. Number 1, create a catchy name and a theme for your fundraising campaigns, and then use that to create content, images, call to action buttons, and more. Number 2, explain the problem clearly, as Marine Toys for Tots did. They tell you what the problem is, and now you know what problem you want to solve and how you can solve it by donating to this Turn the Page program and campaign. And number 3, make sure your online donation form doesn't confuse readers. Whatever amounts you're asking for, it should match what's in the email. Thank you for watching this episode of the Weekly Send. I'll see you next episode.